Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of the Erock'S Entertainment Rant podcast. Today on the show, we're finally here. It's the Challenge 39 finale. Only took us 6 months, but we're there. Joining us tonight is a man who has been with me since August, and I tried to get Wes on here. It didn't happen, unfortunately. Or did it? No, just kidding. It didn't happen. So, Tommy, welcome in.
My heart can only take so much in one night. Please don't mess with me anymore. Wait,
And also,
go ahead and introduce our other guest here.
Also joining us tonight is a man who joined me for the Traders and has been joining me for the Traders all season and has joined us for the tail end of this season. It's Diego. Diego, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
So we have a stacked episode. We have the finale to talk about. We just heard about Challenge All-Stars Season 4. So we'll have a trailer to watch. And we have the shut up count.
I was wondering if you were going to get that.
I went through it last night. I went through each page of notes and counted how many times I said shut up. The number is surprisingly lower than you would think.
Oh.
So we'll get your official guesses on that later in the show. But for now, I think we should talk about this episode.
So real quick before we jump in, have you heard any update on Brad?
I told you about that, didn't I? Didn't I tell you last week? He said it'll be the future.
Well, I guess since he's on All Stars 4, I guess he really can't talk much. We'd want to get him in, say if he has an episode where he's eliminated, maybe that episode.
Yeah. Ideally, but
we're not putting that into we're not speaking that into the universe, even though I kind of know where he places.
Okay, Tommy, we talked about this, bro.
And the spoilers.
We talked about this, bro. You knew Emmanuel won the whole time.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Okay. So, we'll start at the top. We saw all this. They show us everything we just saw, a week ago. Do we need all this? No, is the answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer that. No.
They love to recap it.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what Survivor does when they do have recaps? They do previously on Survivor, and they show us. That's what the challenge should be doing.
They did at one point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But people just got sick of it, or?
I don't know.
I think it's just a production choice.
Yeah, because it switches up every now and then. So back in the day, there used to be clips where there would be a deep voiced guy. He'd be like, previously on the Gauntlet 2 or something like that, and then he would just do a recap. And then at some point, they ended up switching it up where they would. I think Shameless started it where they would be like, hey, did you miss last week's episode of the challenge? Well, this is what happened.
Yeah, they think they started doing that on probably right after Dirty 30, like the Final Reckoning and Total Madness around that time frame.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is that what they did? Didn't they do that in All Stars 3? For each episode? I just recently watched it and I could swear that's what they did.
Don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'd have to go back and watch again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, we didn't need all this crap. This is all crapola. And then I got here, Howard. And I put lol. Because Emmanuel chooses Nerys to go into elimination.
Yeah. We knew that was going to happen, though. That was not a surprise.
We were hoping.
Yeah.
We were hoping he wouldn't. I mean, it's the last elimination, buddy. Do something else.
Out of everyone who is left, I mean, I guess he could have upset Colleen or Corey, but why would he want to do that? He's kind of been working with them. They've been kind of on the same team. Nerys is the only one who I guess switch sides,
Send in
quote
Berna.
unquote. Oh no, him and Berna,
No,
they've been close
they're-
ever since Spies, Lies, and Allies.
Yeah, they're really close.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know.
at the end of last, not the final season finale one, but the previous one, the penultimate episode, I was thinking that there's a possibility he might go Corey just because Corey's the only other guy there that might challenge him to some degree, more so than any of the girls might. But
Yeah.
clearly he went towards Maurice, which and it turns out that I was kind of wrong on that part too.
Yeah.
We can get to that later in the episode.
Yeah, I mean, now looking on it, he kind of did make the right choice, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's like, no. And then we thought Nerys was going to get to pick somebody. I completely forgot about the draw. That the Chaos
Yeah.
had the draw. And
Yeah,
the
when they
draw
brought that
came
up,
back.
when they brought that out, and I saw like, well, it threw me off because there were so many polls to choose from, or so many selections to choose from, or whatever. So I was just like, well,
There's two chaos ones, right? Or two of the
Yeah.
yeah,
okay.
It was 6 polls. One had Corey's name, one had Colleen's, one had Mariah, one had Berna, and 2 had Chaos. Who would Nerys have picked if she got in Chaos? Colleen or Berna? I'm assuming that's who she would pick between.
That's a good choice.
I
I would
don't
say
know.
to get rid of a stronger competitor, she would have chosen Berna. But because of her previous beef with Colleen, she might have chosen her too.
Well, it turns out that Colleen was better than Berna. Just
Yeah.
overall. I mean, no, she wasn't gonna go Corey because Corey saved her last. Well, he could have picked her for that first elimination. So I don't think she would have gone Corey. She couldn't.
Yeah.
Emmanuel was off the table.
Mariah she was playing like a level field kind of this
Yeah.
whole game.
Mariah. I mean, it might have still been Mariah, possibly. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
hard. I mean, I think it'd probably been. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think Colleen might have been a good choice too.
Yeah.
Just because they hadn't been getting along, especially towards the end of the season when they had that big argument.
Did we all
Mhm.
not want Chaos? Because I wanted Chaos. Like, I wanted it to be the Chaos one.
Yeah.
Like, this was just
Yeah.
a stale way to end it.
They could have for TV viewership, they could have at least said that they put at least 2 of the names in there, and all the other polls could have been chaos.
They could,
Or
they
just
could put
go. I was gonna say go with the things are rigged part, and they're all chaos. So no matter what, you would have picked a blank name.
Yeah.
We never would have known though.
Exactly.
Like, unless Corey and like Emmanuel like ran up to the thing and started digging them all out to prove it, which seems like something Corey would do if he gets called to do elimination and be like, can we just check to make sure that these polls are valid, TJ, before I do that? And I have a lot of issues with Corey this episode. And we'll get to a lot of them later on, but that seemed like something Corey would do. And then we go into the elimination, which seems simple. Put all these boxes in a box. But it was a lot harder than it looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the funny thing about this elimination. So I read an article that or an interview with Maurice, and she said there's actually an extra part to this elimination that they didn't show. So they told them at the beginning that if they ran towards some area, that there's a clue over there how to do this puzzle. So as soon as TJ says go, Mariah goes beelines it to this clue, and Maurice stays and does the puzzle. And then Mariah comes back like 5-10 minutes later, whatever it was, however long she was out there. And Maurice was, oh crap, she's gonna beat me. So she goes and runs to this clue. Turns out that the clue was completely useless. She spent all her time running back and forth, and then still ends up, doing well. But yeah, so there's that whole section that never got shown on TV.
Huh.
Wasn't there like a whole? Sorry, go ahead, Tommy.
I haven't seen anything about it online, so I haven't when I watched this, it was kind of I don't know, like I didn't really watch it thoroughly, I guess. But then again, I also didn't like see any articles online or haven't listened to any podcasts much this week. But yeah, yeah, go ahead though.
I was just gonna say, didn't they cut part of like the USA finale too? Like the final challenge, like the sleeping part, or like the overnight part in the USA 2 finale final challenge. Nope. I remember you guys saying something about that.
Yeah, the production will do that if they find that maybe a section wasn't too,
Entertaining.
no, yeah, or something, or was skippable. They'll leave it on the cutting floor.
Yeah, if it's not too important to like, I guess the storyline of the show, I guess you could say. Because
I don't know.
sometimes like it happened in like previous seasons too, where like there's been like numerous other checkpoint stations or whatever, and we find out about it later due to cast members like saying, well, we did this because this is blah 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 blah. And
Yeah,
Yeah, it just seems like they cut a lot, like cut something out every final, and to me it seems like this would have been actually useful to
Mhm.
show.
yeah.
I mean, oh well, I don't until you told me about it, I didn't know. So I mean,
Yeah.
would it really have been useful to show? I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, shut up, Berna. Because Berna is saying that she wants Mariah to win because she wants Nerys out because Nerys is a better competitor. We don't care. Shut up, Berna. Okay, I'm over Berna. I'm glad I no longer have to talk about Berna after tonight.
Well,
Well, she makes a cameo appearance on All Stars or something crazy like
yeah.
Guys, you're doing it yourselves then.
that.
I heard she's on Challenge 40. No, I'm kidding. No.
That's like a year away. I'm fine.
I'm kidding.
Okay, I'll be okay with that. I'm a year away. Maybe in 40, maybe I'll like her.
Maybe she'll have a change of character.
Yeah. She'll see how much she was hated in this season. Maybe be like, maybe I need to change things up a little.
Yeah.
Nerys is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
Nerys beats this puzzle and ultimately beats Mariah. Basically, she took out a third of this cast, or a fourth of this cast.
Yeah, in 4 episodes, she took out 5 people.
Right.
Yeah.
And they started with 24. So yeah, she took about roughly a fourth or fifth of this cast herself.
Yeah.
Which is pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, she did real good.
I will say.
Yeah.
And also, shut up, Corey. And I don't
Well,
remember why I wrote shut up, Corey.
You're just adding in onto the shut ups, the shut up tally.
Well, yeah, this played a factor into the shut up tally. This completely shook things up in the Challenge 39 tally, which we'll get to. And then I got here all nighter, baby. They go and they've been told they can't sleep tonight.
That's rough.
Oh, and yeah, after the day that they had.
Yeah,
But
usually
fair.
they'll allow them to like sleep with they're alternating with somebody, or they have to do something like those sorts. Usually they do allow them to sleep at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they could do like alternating. Like if they put them in pairs, they could alternate or something. Or if they went to bed, then when they wake up, or if they wake up or whatever, they would have to do like a task or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they did in USA 1.
Yes.
Digging a tunnel.
Mhm.
Was it a tunnel or a hole?
Like a hole or like an area, something.
What was it? It was they had to dig like a mound, like they had to move some dirt and then move it back or something.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know. I purged that from my brain.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I got stop whining. Because these people are just whining that they have to stay up all night. Stop whining. Like seriously, quit your whining. Y'all went into this wanting to run a final. Suck it up.
Right.
Suck
Welcome
it
to
the
the
hell up.
final.
Yep.
Really. Jesus. And then I got here, no one cares, Corey. And I, again, forgot why I wrote no one cares, Corey. I wish I could tell you guys what. And I just watched this like an hour ago or like 10 minutes ago. I just finished it like 10 minutes ago and I finished my shut up tally and I just like forgot why I put no one. I think he was saying something about what winning means to him
Oh,
for like the
Probably.
50th time in this
yeah.
episode. That's
Sounds
probably my
right.
guess.
Sounds about right.
Okay. So now let's talk about something that was a little more questionable. Okay. So let me paint the picture. So they're doing the tile thing where they have to take out all their tiles. Nerys gets first. She throws some sabotage on Emmanuel and Colleen.
Yep.
Emmanuel gets sabotaged and still finishes second. How?
Did you see his what was it called? His strategy?
He was taking
Yeah.
like 50 at a time.
Like, and
Yeah,
he
he
was
would.
sliding them up the side. He was doing them in stacks.
Yeah, he had a stack, about maybe 5, 6 inches high, and he would like push them up. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure sometimes it'd
How
fall
did
down,
he
but
pull that off?
Long fingers, maybe. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Okay, I mean, we'll call it. I mean, I thought that was a little sus. Like, yet sabotage, you still finish. I didn't actually notice that he was doing. I thought he only did it for one stack.
No, I'm pretty sure. Like, if he figured out how to do that pretty on, I would assume that he would,
Continue to
or
do
if he,
it that way.
yeah, he would continue to do it that way if it worked out pretty good for him.
Hmm.
Fair enough. So Emmanuel then gets second, and then Berna gets third, and Corey gets fourth, and then Colleen stays up till 3 to do it.
Yeah.
And they're still staying up all night. And they're still complaining about it. And I got you can sleep when it's done. Like you guys can go home after this is all done and sleep. Go to a nice hotel and just crash for a few hours or days.
Literally.
Like stop complaining.
Did you guys notice that as they're finishing up? So Nerys gets the blanket because she says she's cold. Emmanuel decides to get the pillow, and then at some point when they're cutting in, through the scenes and stuff, you see them laying down together, sharing the pillow and the blanket together.
Yeah.
Yep. I noticed that. I thought that wasn't allowed too. Like I was gonna call
I
BS
mean,
on that being allowed.
how are they going to stop them from doing what they do with the items that they
Yeah.
won themselves?
Okay, totally fair. And then Berna makes a comment saying that she's losing it. And I got you here, Berna, you lost it weeks ago.
She
And I
never
was
had
gonna
it.
write you lost it when the season began, but
I mean, that stands kind of true. Yeah.
Yeah.
we go. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. And so they begin the conquest part of the final, where they start with a 2,000-meter swim. They get to their checkpoint 1, which is a rock wall, and I got you just drink it because Berna is having a difficult time drinking this tuna beet energy drink. Tommy, would you be Berna in this situation?
Yeah. So I was just recently introduced to cow tongue,
Okay. Was it a
and
California thing that you ended up?
Is this why we
it
had to change the
basically
date?
Yeah.
it would.
It's a different texture. I've had it before
Luckily,
when I was younger.
luckily, I had it mixed in with a breakfast burrito. Like that was the
Okay.
meat that I chose to be in my breakfast burrito, and
Okay.
like I was looking at it, and I was just like, just do it, just do it, just do it. It was. I don't know. I have to build myself up to it, and then like there's this one podcast I listened to. They were talking about a story about how I guess they went to a seafood restaurant and they brought out the lobster that the person was going to be cooking for them,
Oh,
and that
okay.
just killed off their vibe or whatever. So they were just like, "That's my thing. I can't see it before it's cooked because then it's just like I know what I'm eating now." I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Not even a
kind of.
little.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, anyway, I knew this was cow tongue though, and I'm just like, I was very hesitant towards trying it out, and it was. I did it though. I didn't like it. I can't say I didn't like it, but it was just foreign to me. So it was scary.
Okay,
But
what?
knowing, huh?
I'm sorry. I got like just a ton of questions here. What place are you going to in LA that's just serving you cow tongue?
It's
It
a
Like
was
a
a
cow
food.
pretty
tongue
common.
burrito.
It's a common meat that you get in like Mexican places.
Yeah, it was a food truck.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
You guys are blowing my mind. Like straight up
So
just blowing the mind.
but knowing that I like tuna and mayo, it may make it better. But if it's blended with beets, I've never really had beets, so that might throw it off for
They're
me.
disgusting. Beets are like dirt. They taste like
Yeah,
dirt. I'd have a difficult time, but not a hard time with it. I think because they shook it too. Like they didn't just drink it like straight.
Yeah.
Like they shook it before they drank it. I noticed that too after, like that they shook it. And Emmanuel looks like he's been drinking this his whole time, his whole life, because he just like downs it one shot. And so eventually they all get to this checkpoint. Berna can't drink this drink and is having a difficult time. And then we get to the checkpoint one, which is they have to climb down a rock wall.
Hmm.
And Corey starts freaking the hell out. And I gotta hear, oh my god, shut up and do it, Corey.
And it's kind of weird because they've done a lot of the heights stuff already throughout the season, and never has he been that scared.
Right?
yeah,
So that was a little weird.
Like the math ain't mathing on this.
yeah.
I
I
mean, I guess
don't.
they could have cut out his reactions to some of the other height stuff, but I mean, it would have made at least story wise made sense if we got to this point. He's been scared for other previous height stuff, and here we are. He's freaking out again. But this
Yeah,
just came out of the blue.
Yeah. And why would they cut that out? Like that would have been
Yeah,
hilarious. Like I would have loved that to
seeing
see
Corey
him
freak out of
freaking out
heights.
about the height stuff. Like that would have just made my heart sing. And listen, I'm
yeah.
scared of heights a little bit too, but I would just suck it up and do it.
Yeah,
Didn't he explain why he was afraid, or
He could have.
yeah? Because my notes are kind of choppy here, so I don't know. Like, was this before the Tangram puzzle?
This
yeah.
is
This is before
before
the
the
tank grab.
tangram, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So yeah, then I didn't really get many notes about this, but I knew that he was freaking out. I thought he explained why, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong on that.
And then Nerys is right. They should just let Berna and Corey just quit.
just quit.
And then we
Yeah.
know we're guaranteed money. And then we don't even have to show Colleen getting to the end. Or Nerys getting to the end, or Emmanuel getting to the end, whoever finished third.
Mhm.
No, I'm just kidding. We know who finished third. Who won? At this point, it's been a week. But yeah, so I was like, you guys should just be sucking, like it said, suck it up and do it. Just
Mhm.
shut up and do it. Nerys is right. And then here comes TJ
Hmm.
being TJ about this. And I'm sure Tommy has opinions on this.
I mean, it's a great pep talk to give Corey. Like, come on, man, you can do this. Or you like Corey's like, if I get stuck, will you help me or whatever? He was like, yeah, I'll help you. I'll personally come down and help you, whatever. I don't know. Like I said, it was a great pep talk, but TJ's just
It's
inserting
TJ.
himself where he doesn't need to be. Like, it doesn't matter what you think, TJ. You're not the one competing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's TJ even doing there? Like, I thought he'd just be chilling at the finish line.
Uh, no, he'll make an appearance every now and then throughout some
Yeah.
finals.
He was there a lot, actually.
Hmm.
He
Yeah,
was at
he's most-
checkpoint 3 and 2 and 1.
Yeah, he was there pretty much every checkpoint.
Just
Yeah.
odd. I thought he'd just be chilling on a chair, sipping Mai Tais, waiting for whoever finishes to come. Like just chilling, like, gonna be here a while, take another nap. Because we're assuming he slept.
He kind of looks like a Heineken type of drinker, though.
Okay, fine.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Fine,
I
he's
don't know.
sitting drinking a Heineken. Jesus. Don't shit on my metaphors, Tommy. Okay, we've been doing this since August. You've been shitting on every single metaphor. Stop it.
No, excuse me. He looks like he'd be drinking a Rockstar or a Monster energy drink.
Yeah.
Like rubbing it in front of their faces like, haha, look at my energy drink, losers.
And so one of my notes, I literally have the "I'll come save you" note written down. Like he just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll personally come save you if you get stuck.
Yep.
And then so they start doing it, and Emmanuel blazes through, and Corey's having a hard time because he's not leaning forward. Like, I guess if you have to do this, you have to be leaning forward.
Yeah. Probably the legs have to be stretched out rather than bent.
Yeah.
I think
Also
that's
true.
normally how it's supposed to be done.
And was Corey sabotaging Nerys a little bit here too? Because he kept like falling and knocking Nerys down.
I don't think I don't think it was on purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he was just falling. He's the big dude, just probably knocking over.
Yeah, and with how scared he was and like the fear that he looked like he was exuding, I can't see, like it was unintentional.
So
Yeah.
we get to the tangram, and then Colleen has this confessional where she's like, "The lesson I took away from the mini final was to stay calm." I'm like, I'm sorry, that was the mini final lesson that you took away from that? Of everything, that's the lesson you took from the mini finals, just to stay calm? I could have told you that years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I called Corey a liar because I don't believe he does tangrams on his phone.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure we all do tangrams on our phone, but I don't believe Corey does.
Why is that? Oh, because he times out or something?
Well, because they all timed out, which I'll skip this one note and we'll go back to it in a sec. But why time them out? Like, why only give them 15 minutes for this?
Well, it probably shouldn't take that long. And they got more stuff to do after that, so they didn't want them to be like held up behind them or behind everyone else. I guess they wanted to have everyone kind of continue on as a group.
Yeah, and I guess I possibly also that last section where they're doing the 5 stations or whatever may have been much harder to film, or even maybe even a little dangerous for them to be doing if it got too dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair. I mean,
So
sure. I didn't know how long into the day this was. Like, because they started at like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And let's assume that the 2,000-meter swim takes about an hour.
What was it? Oh no, because I think. Oh yeah, I have it here. After the no sleeping part, it says they arrive at 10 p.m. or no. Oh, never mind. Excuse me. They
They
arrived to
arrived
the
at,
location at 10 p.m.
yeah.
Never mind. Okay, I thought I had a.m. because I was just like, maybe they started way early. I don't know.
No, they
Forget I
started
said
the,
that. Anything.
Yeah, TJ got there about 5:30 in the morning in his boat.
yeah, it said 5:30 in the morning on the thing. Now, granted, they could be exaggerating the time a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go back to this note. Are we surprised that Colleen is doing so good at this point?
Yes.
Just one word answer, yes.
One of my takeaways from this was I was very impressed by how Colleen did in this final compared to everything she's shown us up until this point.
Right?
So
Tommy?
I mean, I don't know. So she's a therapist, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I would think that therapists are supposed to be smart, like physically wise, not necessarily, but strategy wise or like things that require mental, yes. So am I surprised that she's doing so well? If this is a puzzle, a majority of the puzzle heavy final, I'm not so surprised with her doing so well.
Yeah, but she's also done well on, I mean, she's done pretty well in the running. I guess a scuba diver, so she did well in the swimming.
Oh, true.
And then she did really good in the eating section. I mean, I think everybody did well in the eating section except for Berna. I think Berna's the only one who's had major problems with that part.
Hey,
Yeah.
Berna just sucks. All right? Like, straight up. And so I got here also add a girl Nerys because Nerys is just killing this too. Like she nails this thing on her first, like she nails like the going in the order of the. What was that second checkpoint? Was it just like them figuring out the order of the champions?
Yeah, basically, it was like a
Yeah.
memory puzzle.
Yeah, she had to go down, go to the memory, look at the the answer key, go back and pretty much copy what it said.
Yeah.
And was the answer key like the order of who won each challenge?
Yeah, they went how to go is like male, female, male, female is how it went alternated, and then they went by the most from the earliest to the latest, something like that. It's something really I didn't see the
I think
board
so.
well, but I think they
Yeah.
mentioned something along the lines of how the order that it was from the earliest winners to the latest winners.
Yeah, I didn't really get that many good notes about this one, but there was a picture I saw of the board. I think like I guess they were missing a couple names, but even then, they're like there's so many winners at this point. I feel like
Yeah.
that it'd be kind of difficult to put them in like whatever size of puzzle this was, because I think I saw someone point out like you forgot this name and this name, and but they're happy that they had these other names on there or whatever. But I don't know.
It was just worth noting. And so we get to checkpoint 3, and Nerys immediately recognizes it as the conquest elimination, where it's going to 5 things. And I'm like, but like, so nobody saw this ever because none of these idiots saw an elimination
Mhm.
except for Nerys. So Nerys not telling them could give him advantage, but Nerys didn't do all this stuff in her eliminations. Like she did like 2 of them, I believe, or 3 of the
Yeah.
checkpoints.
Yeah.
Well, so you did Sudoku, matching colors, and
I think she did
That
3 of them.
balancing thing.
Because she did the balancing one, and on the elimination that she did, balancing one, the one with the sliding circle things, and then the Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Those are the 3 she's done prior to the final.
yeah.
And then they just added the other 2, which was flattening a barrel. I'm sorry, flattening an empty barrel. Like that should take you 5 seconds.
Yeah.
3 whacks and you're done. Jesus. Okay. But I got here that's easy, and I also got another thing that's easy. Sudoku's easy. Like Sudoku is literally the easiest thing in the world to do.
Apparently not this one. Apparently the competitors, the finalists, they were having a hard time figuring it out. I don't know. I should have seen the puzzle it before they started doing it, so that way I could try and do it myself.
So I did hear that they actually gave them extra numbers. So they didn't give them just enough to fill them up. They gave them like extra numbers to put in there. So that
Oh.
and then plus they were on no sleep. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever tried to like not sleep or have very little sleep at some point. You get a little weird. Yeah, one time I was working nights one time and I didn't go to sleep, and by the time I was heading home that afternoon or so, oh, I was a little delirious.
Yeah, and that's rude to give them extra numbers. How rude. Like
How
Right?
rude.
These
That's
people
just
have been through
mean.
enough. They've been through enough. Okay. And then got here, say it louder, Corey. Because so they go to the circle. Corey goes to the circle thing and he's counting out the numbers and he asks production for a check and says 102. And he says it so loud. Like, I'm surprised nobody around him didn't just hear it.
So yeah, how do you even play this game? Like I saw the circle thing. Like what's the concept of it?
I think they had to count how many circles were in the like
Yeah, in that
each
picture
in
or
that
whatever.
picture.
And then they had to do like a little math problem with it or something.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
count the
know.
circles, multiply by this, and something to get the answer, something like that. I think that's all they had to do.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Your guess is as good as ours, Tommy.
Okay.
And then I got here, we don't care, Corey, because Corey then starts blabbering again about what this means to him. We don't care. We don't care that you want to be a role model for all the gay kids. Okay?
We've had plenty of those. No, I'm kidding. No.
Was that bad? Is that bad for me to say, or like, is it? I'm sure he probably is a role model.
Generally, no. But towards Corey, no, wait. Generally, yes, but towards Corey, no.
Okay, there we go. So I'm not gonna get canceled. Good to know.
Yes.
Well, let's hope I don't get canceled. Let's hope I don't get canceled. Okay, and then I got here. Emmanuel had a head start because basically, Emmanuel then does the smart thing and he ditches the Sudoku. It does everything else and then goes to Sudoku last, gets it, and then basically has a head start to basically win this final. And at that point, do we kind of figured it was going to be him? I mean, Tom, you're excluded from this conversation because you knew.
He already knew.
You knew the whole time.
Yeah.
So Diego, did you think the head start was going to be?
Yeah. I by the time he got his fifth flag, it was edited the way that Nerys was still pretty close behind him, but on a foot race, I think Emmanuel beats Nerys pretty easily. I was thinking the only way she wins if somehow he gasses out on the way there, gets tired, cramps up, something crazy happens to him, gets eaten by a shark. I don't know.
There you go. Cramps, eaten by a shark, falls off the ledge that he's running on.
Yeah.
Thinks he has to jump off the ledge and swim to TJ back to the other island and to TJ.
Mm-hmm.
I got here too. Corey sucks at balance beams.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever seen anybody struggle on the balance beam that bad. That is so crazy that he struggled so much of that. If he didn't struggle so much on that balance beam, he might have won this thing completely, like
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he would have won. I think he might have got second.
He was ahead of Emmanuel. He had one flag ahead of Emmanuel, and he had to go to the. So he had a real shot of winning this if that balance beam didn't trip him up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a grown man not. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tommy.
But I mean, I just know that, or it seems like he's a tall guy, so I think you have to have a lower center of gravity, in order to like do okay at balancing beams. I don't know, but see, that one moved as well.
Yeah.
And I know, like when I was younger, like I'm a 6 foot guy. I think I reached like 6 foot back when I was like in high school, maybe late middle school, and like balance beams that are sturdy that don't move, I did well at. But like even then, like the ones that the one that Corey was doing, that like I said, that one moved. So I don't know how well I would do at a wobbly balance beam. It would just kind of, I can see how it can kind of be tricky.
Yeah, it did cross my mind that he did have like a higher, because he was a taller guy. He had his center of gravity was much higher. That might have caused it, but I mean, usually when you do a balance beam, you do it fast to avoid getting caught in the sway or anything, even if it moves. And he was just going so slow. He was like little steps. So, and at one point, Emmanuel pretty much runs right by him and pretty much does a balance beam, and Corey goes, "How did you do that?" I don't know if you guys caught that.
For real, yeah.
Emmanuel is just not a sucky human being who can do balance beams. I'm sorry, a grown man can't do a balance beam. Like, and I got here, one of the notes here is we'll skip ahead a little bit. That was a $30,000 balance beam.
Yeah.
That was the
Potentially
difference between
250.
$30,000.
Possibly 250, if you consider
Possibly 250. Yeah. Completely 250, possibly, but at least it was 30,000. But okay, we'll go back up here. Colleen was impressive. Like Colleen was doing so well at this. I'd just like to point that out. Like that complete view change on Colleen, honestly, from her earlier in the season.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, like I said earlier, I think she's the one that impressed me the most as far as considering everything we've seen up to this point, what she can do. She definitely did a lot better than I had anticipated. And also even Emmanuel, I didn't think Emmanuel was going to be that great at the puzzles. He ended up being incredibly good at the puzzles, much better than I would have ever thought.
Yeah, I thought it was great. And that leads into this. Emmanuel did it. Good job. Emmanuel crosses the finish line first and is this season the battle for a new champion is Emmanuel. Are we not shocked? I mean, I
He
called it
joins
last
the winner.
week.
I mean, he was doing pretty well in all the checkpoints leading up to it, or in this final. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he dominated his final just straight up. I mean, he had no point. At no
Mhm.
point did he. Maybe towards he got stuck on the Sudoku at the very end. There might have been a possibility of him losing or something like that. But I mean, every checkpoint, everything they did, he pretty much did well in.
Mhm.
And like I said, I think it was I thought it was impressive, and he was like leading the whole way,
Yeah.
like start to finish. It was Emmanuel in front of everybody, and
Let's
he
Mhm.
did
see.
the smart thing too, leaving the Sudoku to go back to do all the other stuff, and then coming back to the Sudoku because then he had a head start on the Sudoku.
Yeah, I think at one point, Nerys and Corey were ahead of him in those, and that last checkpoint. I think they had 4 flags. He had 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the very least, it was just Corey. I can't remember who had got the 4th flag first. I have a lot of notes and I can't find it where I had it.
Yeah.
Um, so he was behind at least for a minute, and then that
Mm-hmm.
balance beam took out Corey basically.
Yeah. And as I said, $30,000 balance beam. But also worth noting is I've got here Nerys should have won. Nerys finishes second, and at least she finished second.
Yeah,
Yeah, if she placed anything past there, it would probably be a disappointment.
yeah.
Like,
Especially considering how well Emmanuel did this. If I mean, considering how well he did, she made it pretty close. Considering I think she was only like maybe 10 or 15 minutes behind him or something like that overall
yeah,
time.
and that's pretty good. And I think if you flip Nerys with Emmanuel, I think fans would have been okay with this, been happy with this result.
Oh yeah, like Narisa's fan base is crazy. They're like, even though, like I think I was on Twitter the day of the final, and I saw people saying they're going to be muting Emmanuel's name, and they're like, they had all season to edit it where TJ says there's going to be 2 winners, or where like they're like it's crazy how Nerys is the female champion of this season, or like I don't know, like they were just hyping her up. Her
That's
fan base is
stupid.
crazy though. Yeah.
Okay, because he said
Yeah,
there was only going to be one champion. Like he has
yeah.
to stick to that.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the funny thing. They kind of did something very similar on Total Madness. They kind of throughout the season they kind of were insinuating or kind of saying that there's going to be one champion at the end. And then that's the season where Jenny West won and Bananas comes in second, and somehow Bananas got his 7th uh, uh, championship that way.
I
Yeah.
think
Because I
Tommy
remember
was
that,
telling me that at one point.
yeah. Because I remember watching the whole season, like, oh, there's gonna be one champion, and Jenny West wins, and all of a sudden Bananas comes in second, and he's the champion too.
Yeah, I think production, when they realized that Bananas was going to be in the final or whatever, and then the fact that he pulled out the win, I think that's
Yeah.
yeah,
So they could have done the same thing for Nerys.
exactly. No.
And then I got here, don't believe in yourself, Corey, because Corey's like, I believe in myself and I know I can get this. No, Corey, don't believe in yourself. Just don't. Like accept your fate. You're fourth. We want this. And I also got here, Corey deserved that. I truly believe that this was karma for all the BS Corey did at the beginning of the season. This was his karma.
Oh,
Yeah, that whole thing that he did with Big T and Melissa. He
Yeah.
like
yeah.
befriended them and completely like was all weird about the whole thing.
Randomly betrayed them for no reason.
Yeah.
Like Corey that was karma.
Makes
And then
sense.
I got here, yeah, and then I got here, glad both Berna and Corey lost. This was absolutely the best outcome. Like, this was the best top 3 we could have got. Like, do I wish it would have been Nerys and Emmanuel flip? Yes. But ultimately, I'm okay with this outcome.
No complaints.
No. No complaints.
Yeah.
Diego, any complaints?
No, I'm not gonna. No complaints. I feel like this final played out pretty much like the season did, even though I mean, in the sense of how I felt by it, like I was kind of meh for the first two parts of it, and then was really into it for that last section of the final. I think that this last section was a lot more intriguing than the first two parts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you knew the last part was like it's gonna end. Like, and I'm okay with who finished 7th and who finished 6th, with Jay getting eliminated and
Yeah.
Mariah getting eliminated. Like, I would not have been okay with either one of them winning.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been cursing Tommy out.
Yeah, I don't like. One, we're just happy that Jay got eliminated. Mariah, I don't feel like she contributed much to the season rather than saving James. So, if she would have came out with the win, that would have been like mind blowing.
Yeah.
I think that would have been the biggest upset in challenge history if
Oh,
Mariah
absolutely.
somehow pulled off this win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if she didn't get eliminated by Nerys, I think she would have had a tough time going through all this. The puzzles were too hard, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
scenario time. Mariah beats Nerys. What do you think the top 3 is? Manuel first, obviously.
I would say Emmanuel, Colleen, Corey.
And that would have been kind of
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah, I don't think Mariah would has the puzzle skill that she would have needed to do well next one. I think she would have beat Berna, even though Berna cheated off Colleen on that Sudoku. You guys remember that part where Colleen
Yes.
finishes it,
Oh
and then like 2
yeah.
seconds later, Berna is like, "I finished it too," and Colleen goes,
Yeah,
"Did you copy
liar.
me?" Like,
Didn't
no, no, no.
didn't someone else point that out? Like didn't Nerys point it out or something? Like
Yeah,
we all
Nerys
know that.
pointed
Everybody,
it out.
Corey, I think was there in during the final, like in that section. He's like. Wait, was it Corey? Maybe I know Nerys in her confessional said that there's no way Bruno got that that Sudoku on her own.
Well, I know Berna was copying her a lot today too, because she copied her off that
The memorize
checkpoint too.
the
But
memorize the
but Colleen helped her
checkpoint.
with the things she was stuck on, so I guess it was only fair.
Yeah.
Huh.
But my final note here is that's a wrap. This season is over.
Dunzo.
Are we okay? Are we happy? Are we sad? What's the feeling?
Going into this season, I wasn't sure I felt about Nerys because I don't know. On her original season of Are You the One, I just kind of felt indifferent about her because of, I guess, her attitude. And then from her X on the Beach season, that was I still kind of felt indifferent about her. But then coming into the season, seeing that she was the underdog, I kind of felt bad for her. So I felt like her winning would have been the cherry on top, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Nerys did grow on me a lot in this season. Yeah. Like, she absolutely grew on me a little, like, completely to where I was a fan. And the surprise, too, was Colleen grew on me at the very end. Like, the tail end.
I would say Colleen grew on me as a competitor, not so much as a person. And not that she's a bad person. She just doesn't, she's kind of bland as a person. She's not a TV personality. Yeah. Like Nerys is a TV personality. You can see her on the screen and she will do something with the screen time. Colleen, not so much.
Yeah.
Same thing with Emmanuel. Absolutely. Emmanuel tries to do stuff, but he's still not charismatic enough. Like the personality just isn't quite there. Which if there's one thing that is disappointing is that he won that is because he's not. I can't imagine him getting cast again unless he gets cast for 40 because he's a more recent champion.
Yeah, I think, and even like Emmanuel at the end with like his like thing at the end where they gave him like the last confessional kind of thing, that was so stale. Like, he was so stale and so stiff.
Yeah,
a champion is not born; they are made.
What country is he from again?
Romania?
Romania. Because didn't you say Tommy, didn't you tell me something that he was on some Romanian version of Survivor?
Yeah, him and Berna.
Oh, God. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't even know they had Romanian versions of Survivor.
Well, that's where Berna came from. She's a survivor from over there or whatever.
Oh, dear
Yeah, I
God.
can't remember where she's from. I know they're from the same area, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems like the foreign cast members, they just seem different compared to the US competitors.
Well, yeah, because I think it's because English isn't their first language, right? So it's a little bit harder for them to interpret
That
That could
or
be.
like I
stuff.
don't their vibe just seems a little bit off or different from what we're used to.
Yeah.
Even like Turbo had a pretty good first season. He was way off all when he came back, but he was
Yeah.
more like he was more like the naive kind of, and it kind of seemed kind of
Mhm.
endearing to some degree, where Manuel and Colleen don't have the kind of endearingness. They were just kind of meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, there's also this season that Turbo's first season, there was still a lot of big characters like Nani, who was a good friend of his at the time, and um, you know Bananas and all the a lot of the people we know.
Hmm.
So he didn't have to have that personality. Like in this cast, I think we needed more people who were more Narises and less Emmanuels.
Exactly.
We need more Nerys, period.
Maybe next season.
Here we go. Alrighty. Okay, that's actually funny. So do you guys want to do so we basically finished the episode. So do you guys want to do the shut up count first, or do you want to talk about All Stars 4?
Shut up, count.
Shut up count?
Can I
Okay,
bring something up that I one last thing about this
go
last
for it.
section.
Absolutely.
Uh, One thing I absolutely loved when Nerys was doing the barrel smash, they imprinted Jay's face and then Olivia's face as she was hitting the barrels.
And they did
I
like the
have
point, they did like the
Yeah,
point thing too.
yep.
It was like 1 point, 3 points, 2
I have
points.
I have to go back and look at that again because I didn't notice that. I don't think at
You didn't catch
first.
that?
I don't think
Go watch it. It's
so.
Tommy,
hilarious.
dropping the
'Cause
ball.
she goes, he's like, I'm gonna hit this thing like and think about all the people who messed with me this season. So she goes with one swing, they show Jay. She goes for a second swing, they show Olivia. It's really funny. And they do the +1
Yeah,
every time she hits
I
it.
think I heard her say it, but I may have missed the graphics or whatever. So
No, no, I think that was
Yeah.
hilarious. That was just classic. I was
It
like,
was-
production was on point on that one.
It was
Waiting
pretty
all
funny,
season to do that.
actually. I want to see I want a barrel of Jay's face so I can smash it too.
Right.
yeah.
Oi. Alrighty. The shut up count. You guys have been waiting for this all season. Throughout the
Yeah.
2 seasons of this Challenge USA and Challenge 39, I had said shut up to a lot of different people. We're going to guess how many times I've said it each season. So we'll start with season 2. Tommy, what's your official guess? How many shut ups do you think I said in season 2?
Well, hold
Total.
on. Because I got to go back and see how many episodes there were.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many episodes were in season 2?
12,
12.
I think. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there is obviously going to be more in 39 than 2 because there
Okay,
was more
so
episodes.
13.
You say 13.
Yeah, because I have them labeled.
Oh yeah, there was 14 episodes. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. So 13 episodes, and I would say there's maybe 3 per episode. So 39 for USA 2.
Diego, what do you got?
62.
62. You are both completely off.
Oh,
The number is 18.
Oh,
Which player do you think
Okay.
got the most?
Chris.
Yes. So Chris got 9, and you guys can double check my math when I give you the count. but Chris got 9 total shut-ups. Sebastian got 3 total shut-ups. Chanel got 3 total shut-ups. Alyssa, I'm assuming Alyssa S, got 1 shut-up.
Oh,
Tyler got 1 shut-up. And Michaela got 1 shut-up.
Jesus. Okay.
That's 18.
That's 18. So my math was right.
I wasn't counting. I have faith in you.
Yeah, well, I used my calculator too.
That always helps.
That does. It really does. So that was the total. That was the 18. How many do you think were in season 39? We'll go to Diego first.
Okay.
I'll shoot low and go 33.
Tell me what you got.
Let's do 28.
The correct answer is higher than what you guys said. Ironically, this is the most ironic thing ever, but the total shut up counts with the 3 that were added today from this episode came out to 39. The season number.
That was gonna be my next guess.
And so that brings us to a total of 2 season total count of 57 shut ups. Who do we think got the most?
Ooh.
And there was a tie for first, guys. I'd just like to actually add that. So there's 2 people who got the most.
Okay.
Ed and Corey? What do you my 2 guesses?
Tommy, who do you think?
That was gonna be my guesses, yeah.
That is correct. Ding, ding, ding. Corey got 3 this episode, which he would have only had 8 if we had stopped at prior to the finale. So he got 11. Ed got 11. Berna got 8. Callum got 1. Chauncey got 1. Jay got 2. Mariah got 1. Kylan got 2. Raven got 1. And Asaf got 1.
Asaf only got 1.
I know, that's kind of
that was weird. That was weird to me too.
If this was my job, he would have been the clear cut winner this season of getting the shut ups, because anytime that he was just on screen, I would have been like, shut up. I would skip through his entire speaking or his entire confessionals or interviews and whatnot, blah blah blah. And like,
that's how I felt about Corey.
That's wild. Only
like,
1.
Corey turned it on at the end and got like a whole shitload of shut ups. Like, there was literally like the last few episodes was when he was starting to get the most. I noticed as I was doing it. And then Ed's stopped for some reason.
We got eliminated.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry about that part. Okay. But yeah, that is the long-awaited shut-up count. Was it everything you'd hope for, Tommy?
I thought there would be more.
I thought there would be more too, honestly.
Shoot higher for next season, I guess, right?
Okay, I mean, we'll see.
No.
Well, I have to find a punching bag.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
Let's get into the big news of today. Challenge All-Stars 4 is officially announced. It's coming back April 10th. Which I'm excited that it's not coming in March. And that there's going to be a little bit of detox for me personally. Tommy, I know you are pissed off about this.
Yeah, because like, what am I going to do? I'm going to have like a month of like withdrawal.
Get a hobby.
That is my hobby.
Get a laser pointer and just start like tormenting your cats.
Oh, I have plenty of those.
Okay.
But like,
sorry, go ahead, Tommy.
I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, I'm trying to think. Like, I looked on my calendar, and at first, because I forgot that we were kind of still in February, so I looked into the next month, and I was like, April 10th. That's a Sunday. That's a weird date for All Stars 4 to premiere. And then I
Then you
looked at
realized it
the
was March.
yeah. So then I looked and I was like, oh, okay, so it's still Wednesdays. Okay, so but even then I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So we got hold on, let me look this up again. Oh, so we got 2 more episodes. That gives me about a whole month till we gotta wait for All Stars. I'm going to be writing a strongly worded letter. I am going to be complaining to the manager, going to become a complete Karen. Like, I do not accept this behavior at all.
I can just see you making Facebook posts like every day, like, where's my challenge season All Stars 4?
Like,
Where's my
you're
challenge All
making
Stars 4? Why am I
they
waiting for
would
challenge All Stars 4?
they literally made us wait a year to announce this just to give us an extra month to wait for it. No, come on. Like
Okay, I mean,
at least give it to us maybe 2 weeks like they did the first or like last season of All Stars, I think it was. Or the no World Championship. They gave us like 2 weeks to prepare for the World Championship or whatever. And I'm just
Oh,
like,
that's right.
that's much better. Like, come on now.
Yeah, they announced it and 2 weeks later it was on. Yeah, you're right.
when, like, was that after USA won?
No, this is before. Oh, whoa, yes. All
So it
Star
was
or
so
USA
two
one,
weeks.
yeah,
So 2 weeks after USA won, All Stars was out.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I didn't watch it until later this year or last year, like
Yeah.
in between watching USA 2 and 39 for some reason because I'm a weirdo. And I watched All Stars 3 during while also watching season 39, so I must be a real weirdo. Okay. So what we're going to do is I have the cast list. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to do what me and Tommy did when 39 came out, when we got the cast for 39. Tommy and you, Diego, are going to explain to me who some of these people are. Because I got no clue who some of these people are.
All right.
There's some people I
Love this
know.
part.
There's some
Should be
people I
fun.
don't know. So let's share that screen. I just have to find which.
Where's the dang
Okay.
screen button?
No, hang on. I have to. I have to exit. Hang on. I have to have it pulled up. Give me 1 sec. Sorry. Technology's hard. Okay.
Understand.
All right. And then we'll watch the trailer after.
Okay.
And just remind me to hit share audio too, because then
Yeah.
my people can listen to it. Because otherwise they can't, and then I forget to do that. Okay. Here we go. We're here. Sorry that took so long. So we're here. As shown here, there's a challenge trailer. Now let's see the full cast. So first up, we have Ace.
That's Ace.
He competed in 5 challenges. Last competed in All Stars 1. I think I remember this guy vaguely.
Yeah, so
from when I watched All Stars 1.
Ace's act was actually on CT's Real World season in Paris. So that's where he came from. Competed a couple early challenges, didn't do a whole lot. Came back to All Stars 1 and he got his ribs broken by I'm forgetting his name at the Letarius on a
yeah,
pole wrestle.
Letarian.
Letarian, thank you. With a pole wrestle.
Now, the funny thing about Ace, every season, all but one that he's done, he's been eliminated first or fairly early.
Yeah.
So what was his first season, the Inferno?
Probably. I don't remember his first. That was CT's first season was Inferno. He might have been that one or maybe the one before that.
So I'm thinking either way, he was eliminated first. Then Gauntlet 2 came around, he was eliminated first or like second or something. Or no, wait, because he was eliminated first, second, then third or something. I don't remember exactly, but and then he was on the Inferno 3. He ended up getting to the final in that one. He didn't win that one because I think the Badasses won that one, right?
Was he a good guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Where?
he made it to
Yeah,
the final, but he still made some type of money.
yeah.
But then he came back for All Stars 1 and then got eliminated first again.
Yeah.
Like keeping the tradition going.
Yep.
Okay, I think I remember him now. Because I remember
Yeah.
watching it. But it was
Yeah.
a while ago, so it's probably been purged from my brain a little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
if you watched the first episode of All Stars 1, you wouldn't have missed it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Terriers basically made him look like a plunger. He had the pole wrestler just slamming him on the ground,
Yeah.
which is how he
Oh,
broke his
okay.
ribs.
I don't remember this, so maybe I actually successfully purged it from my brain.
Probably.
Okay, Tommy, we're also gonna do that thing we did last time. Do I like Ace or am I supposed to hate Ace?
Ace is a good guy. He's a sweetheart. He's a Southern gentleman. It's you. If you hate him, something's got to be wrong with you because there's nothing wrong with this guy that you can hate.
Okay, fair.
He may be a sucky competitor or something, or he may always be getting eliminated nearly at the beginning of each season that he's been on or whatever. But there's nothing that he does that makes you be like, oh my god, Ace. Like you won't have any shut up counts for Ace.
Well,
He might not be
probably
on there
not
long
because he'll
enough for
be
them.
gone. Yeah,
For
exactly. I was
real.
gonna say he might not be on long enough for me to have any shut up aces.
For real, yeah.
Okay. Now we move on to this random jabroni whose name is Adam Larson. 3 challenges, 1 win, last completed in Gauntlet 2, which was 2005.
Jeez, I can't remember. Forgot that he was a winner
Dude.
too.
Yeah, I think because the rookies won that season, didn't
It was the
they?
one with it was it they that was the one where they had to like bet all their the bets or whatever, bet all their stuff on that eating contest and they lost it because they didn't eat all it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they became winners.
Yep.
That was a really awful final. If there's any final that was awful, it'd be that one.
Yeah.
It
So
was
apparently, I don't know if you know about this, Diego, but apparently, I guess the veteran team they somehow came across the layout of the final.
I did hear about that, and they had to switch
Okay,
everything up or
so
something, right? Or they
production they had to switch everything up at the last minute, I guess, and that's how they came about with the betting
oh,
final,
okay,
and that's how it failed so
miserably
horribly
bad.
because of that.
Yeah,
So yeah, Adam, he from what I saw, he was a good guy. Um, I saw his Road Rule season when he was on Viewers Revenge,
okay.
but I didn't see his original Road Rule season. But I liked Adam. He seems like a nice guy. I don't know what other challenges he was in other than the Gauntlet 2. That's basically the early seasons of when I started watching it. So
Well, it says his last competed was Gauntlet 2, so we haven't seen him since Gauntlet 2.
yeah, the Inferno 2 was before that, and that's when I first started watching the challenge.
Let's see. Find out what other seasons he did because I do remember him on Gauntlet too.
Hmm.
I'm
Uh,
assuming it would be Gauntlet 1 and the very first challenge. I don't know.
let's
That's just my guess. I got no
no, he
idea.
wasn't on the very first challenge. I'm gonna guess maybe Inferno 2 or something weird like that. Oh,
And I wouldn't make
He did Gauntlet
oh
1, Gauntlet 2,
Battle of the
and
Sexes.
Battle of the Seasons. The first Battle of the Seasons, not the one with
Oh, okay,
where they had pairs. There's like 12, 15 teams of pairs or something like that, or something kind of ridiculous. So he did some of the early ones. Battle of the
okay,
Seasons, the Gauntlet, and Gauntlet 2.
okay.
Okay. This is it's still gibberish to me. Next we have a female,
Avery.
Avery.
He
2
she
challenges,
was
last competed Rivals 3 to 2016.
yeah, her challenge career has been pretty lackluster.
Hmm.
Um, but she had a really, really, really famous fight with Naya on her real world season. Was on Jordan's real world season. She dated Johnny Riley, who did
Hmm.
about 5 seasons, I think.
Yeah, his count. Oh, I want to say was pretty low. He was on X's 2 with her.
Mhm.
He was on
One of
Free
the
Agent.
Yep, free agents.
Was he on Rivals?
I want to see he was on uh, Island. They do the Island.
Oh, he was on Rivals 3 too with Jessica.
Yeah. He was on Rivals 3. Yeah.
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 So like, as far as I know, he only did like a few of them. It wasn't
Yeah.
too much.
No more than 5 if there's any more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, her season on Rivals 3, she was partnered with Leroy,
Leroy.
and Leroy had a injury, so they got DQ'd for like maybe second, third episode.
Yeah. Like she
And that
hasn't
always
had the
sucks.
best of luck. And then freaking Johnny Riley, the guy we were just talking about. Johnny, we're not going to talk about him actually because he's irrelevant at this point. So anyway,
Okay. Am I supposed to like this girl or hate this girl?
She's typically liked.
Okay.
She's a Hooters girl, career Hooters girl, I guess. So she's
yeah,
in calendars and things on all that sort. So she
yeah.
has taken her looks and made a career out of it.
I have never once
As
in
far,
my life been to Hooters.
Neither
oh,
have I actually.
do they have them up in Canada?
I think so. I've heard of them. I don't know. Maybe. How the hell would I know? I've never been to one. Maybe that's why I've never been to one, Tommy.
Yeah, I like Avery. Although I was kind of maybe on Naya's side on her Real World season. Like Naya from All Stars 3, right, Eric?
Yes.
Okay,
Was
so
that
yeah,
the Jordan's buddy who then
Yeah.
befriended that Nehemiah guy?
Yeah, she's
yeah.
The one that was supposed to be dating Jordan or wanted to date Jordan or
They were kind of close to dating it from what I remember.
yeah,
Okay.
They were close. But yeah, so Naya and Avery, they got into a fight on their Real World season because Avery brought in her dog to the house that season, and Naya, she treated that dog as if it was her own. Well, the dog ended up pooping somewhere in the house, and Naya didn't clean it up, and Avery threw a fit because
no,
Avery was
not
there.
Naya stepped in it. She stepped in. That's what pissed her off.
Oh yeah,
And that's kind of how it all started right there. Was that she ended up stepping on the poop, and
yeah.
it got really blown out of proportion. To be honest with you,
A
like
hair dryer got flung.
yeah, punches were thrown. Naya was punching Johnny Riley.
Yeah,
That is probably, as far as real world fights are concerned, that's probably what the biggest fight of real world of any real world season.
yeah.
It was pretty gnarly because it not only it starts and then it stops and it starts again and it's just
Mm.
yeah.
This is all gibberish to me. Like
Me
I don't
and
even know what the
Any
real world is.
we're just going down memory lane here.
yeah.
Go for it. Hey, that's why we do this. That's why you're here. Because if it was just me doing this, I'd be like, she seems kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Next. He seems kind of interesting. Next. Like that's how it would go.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you guys are here to fill
I
in
know
the
the
missing pieces.
I would say I know the fandom's pretty excited about her being on the challenge again.
Yeah.
Just in
I
general.
would say she's an underdog type of competitor.
Yeah, she's pretty small in stature and
Okay, here's somebody who has a name I'm not going to be able to get right out of the gates. Anya.
Ayana.
Am I close?
Ayana.
Ayana?
Yeah.
Wasn't she on All Stars 3? Eric, I need
No. It says last competed All
All-Stars
Stars
2.
2.
Wait.
Yeah,
What
she's the one.
challenges?
She ate
Is she the
Jody's
salad
salad.
lady?
Yep, she's the one that
Yep,
ate
yep.
Jody's salad.
Okay, we like her.
She's also famous for one of her lines on Battle of the Sexes, where she slept in her jersey.
Basically what Kylan did when he took off his
Yeah.
jersey or his shirt to go into the final elimination.
So she basically started this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the salad person that you sent me the clip about that I was like, okay, like this is like the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't
I
she?
have a confession to make.
Doesn't she have cancer now or something?
Yeah, I think it's like breast cancer or something.
Breast-
And
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Rachel, a cast member we'll be getting to later, I guess Rachel had set her up a GoFundMe, and like I guess donations keep coming in for her
Oh, really?
for the breast cancer thing.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Right on.
So we like her then. Obviously, we can't really.
Yeah.
I
She's
can't
a
really be
fighter.
doing a shut up on this one.
Yeah. So from what I've seen of her, I never saw her on Battle. I think I've maybe only watched Battle of the Sexes 2 once. I didn't really. I don't remember the vibe I got from her, but I know from what I saw her on All Stars 2, it seems that she's a fighter, that she's a strong competitor. Like
Okay.
she doesn't seem like she has any give up in her.
Okay. Well, hey. Next we have Brad.
Your
Glorious
favorite
beard.
All Star.
My favorite All Stars. 12 challenges, 1 win, last competed All Stars 3. Is there much we can say about Brad? I mean, I know who Brad is.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything? I mean, there's stuff I obviously don't know about because I only started in Final Reckoning.
Yeah. I mean,
And then,
like,
sorry, go ahead.
I've already mentioned in past podcasts where he just seems like a mid competitor to me, the middle of the road type of player. He's not bad, but he's not the greatest. So it's just me.
I mean, and Tommy, you have literally questioned why I'm a fan on this very podcast, and I've told you to just stop it. Like you got me into this show. Please stop questioning my fandom.
I'm just like,
Brad seems like an odd choice to be a fan of. I mean, he's not a bad guy. I mean, I like the guy.
yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
consider. I wouldn't be like a fan of his necessarily.
I just like to point something out to you guys. Look at this beard.
Yeah.
Look how glorious this beard is. How could we hate this man or not like this man based off of this beard?
Yeah. I mean, he has a good heart. Nothing bad you say about him. He's just.
Yeah. We like Brad. Brad
yeah.
will never get a shut up on this podcast unless he says something stupid. Then we have this guy with the beard, another beard dude.
Brandon
Nelson. 5 challenges competed last season, was free agents. Okay, what do we know about this dude?
He is a Fresh Meat 1 or 2?
Fresh Meat 2.
2.
I don't know what, like, Eric, this is my Brad.
Okay.
I like Brandon too.
I have no idea why, but when he appeared on Fresh Meat 2, I was just like, you know what? This is my guy.
Funny thing, he and his partner got eliminated on Fresh Meat 2, not because his partner had hurt her ankle, but because he had a beer right before they went to this elimination.
Yeah.
Production was like, you can't drink before competition, and they were like, we can't let you guys compete. You're eliminated.
Yeah,
and his partner was hobbling on crutches.
And they were about to go through a final, one of those exiles in the Fresh Meat seasons where no one else could see them competing. It was just them and their partners competing against the other team, going up this hill, mountain, whatever. And this Caitlin, she was on crutches, like about to compete in this final. Like, girl, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they get eliminated because he had a beer right before they went.
Yeah, he literally woke up and did
just
like
downed
a
beer.
chugged a beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on Cutthroat, on his team, he was the scapegoat. Every elimination, he got voted in by his team to go into elimination. He took out, did he win in 4 times or 5 times?
I think he went in 4 times. He won 3 of them times, I believe.
Yeah. He lost that last one, yeah.
Yeah.
So Brendan's kind of a cool guy to root for.
Yeah. He's a competitor for sure.
So I have to like this guy, otherwise Tommy's gonna quit. Is what you're saying. Is what I've gathered from all this.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go down the line. Oh, we know who this is.
Cara Maria. Probably
Maria.
The most famous female challenger
14 challenge wins. 14 challenges, 2 wins. Last competed War of the Worlds 2. Do we have to talk about her? I mean, I think I know who she is. I saw her this season.
Tommy, what side of the fence do you land on her? Hater, lover?
Lover.
Okay.
I'd love to see her growth and
Her
the
story
fact
is
that
amazing.
yeah. So she first debuted on Fresh Meat 2 with Brandon,
Hmm.
and she was the first one eliminated with Darrell because
I
Darrell was her
remember
partner.
that. I watched
Hmm.
that one episode.
There you go. So but yeah, to see how she grew throughout the seasons and how her and Laurel's relationship I guess grew and then fell again over the years.
And apparently grew maybe again. Are they back on good terms?
I don't. We'll have to find out because I really can't tell. Like I know they may like go to like these special events or whatever recently, but I just can't. I can't get it. I can't get a grip on where they stand nowadays.
Yeah.
But
Well,
so
part of
yeah,
me thinks that they are getting along because they both kind of made the same joke about uh Michelle when they both did their eliminations in 30 in this 39. They must have talked about that.
yeah, I
So
don't know exactly,
so
but
that's a reason for me not to like her is just the fact that she called out Michelle and for no reason, for literally no reason other than Paulie told her to, which made zero sense because Paulie was eliminated like third
the second or
and
third
had
guy
no
eliminated
beef. Yeah,
too.
should have had no beef with her. So I have no idea. Completely do not understand that logic. But I am a fan of hers as well. I like her
Yeah.
personally. I'm on the like her side, even though I am still a little salty about the Michelle shit. But that's I
So
mean, Cara Maria for you.
I know the beef between her and Laurel started on their Fresh Meat 2 season,
Mhm.
where they did like a
I thought
what
it
is
was
it called?
cutthroat. I
No,
don't think she,
it was on Fresh Meat because they were
is it because she
what
got picked first over Laurel? Is that why Laurel didn't like her
well
at first?
what the it was like a pre episode like the before the season.
Oh,
What
all
is
right.
a combine?
Oh, when they
Is
did the
that what?
combine, when they did
Oh,
the mini challenges or whatever that we didn't really see.
basically the pull ups, the run, the wall climb,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So I know, if I remember correctly, I know that Cara Maria did one more pull up than what Laurel did. And I think that threatened. I don't really want to say it threatened Laurel. It didn't. I don't think it intimidated her. It just rubbed Laurel the wrong way.
Mm.
But then, obviously, we couldn't see that relationship grow
'Cause
or
yeah,
descend throughout that season because Cara Maria obviously got eliminated first. But then on Cutthroat, Laurel felt
Laurel
that
and
Cara
Sarah both
Maria
really bad on her. They're on Cara Maria, and I like Sarah. She's one of my favorites, and well, she was had a mean girl streak with her. But yeah, they really shit on Cara Maria that season. Called her the
yes,
weakest, and even though she actually competed pretty well for the most part.
yeah, and yeah, Laurel, she was just like, I don't feel like Cara Maria has a deserved spot because she's sleeping with the top guy on our team or whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Who is Abram, Eric. And then
Okay.
like throughout on her earlier season, she was just being the one like constantly being called down into elimination. She was the one being bullied. But
Hmm.
then all that bullying creates thicker skin. And then in her later season, she was the one I guess they portrayed it to where she was doing the bullying to her to other people, I guess. If that makes Am I correct with that, Diego?
Yeah, to some degree. I don't think she necessarily bullied anybody per se, but
Yeah,
she definitely had like a arrogance to her after
yeah,
she'd
there
won
we
her.
Bullied
go.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay, I followed this thread. I don't know where this thread went, but it's there. Next, we have this
Derek
guy,
Chavez.
Derek Chavez. Correct, Diego. Ding, ding, ding. Diego knows his challengers based on their faces.
Hmm.
Four
He
challenges competed. Last competed All
All
Stars
Stars 2.
2.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Tommy,
was
what's with the face? Go ahead, Diego.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
go ahead, Diego.
he got started with was it Cancun? Was his real world?
Yep,
With John A.
yep.
John A and him are really best friends. They're actually best friends before they did the real world together.
Uh-huh.
Um, as a competitor, he's pretty weak actually. He's not a very good competitor. I think he's just undersized, not that athletic. Um,
Yeah, like
not a bad guy. I mean,
he's not, and like when I say Brad is mid, Derek is, I want to say, less mid or more mid, or between mid and under
Low tier.
exaggerating, or what? I don't know if I'm trying to say this right or whatever. Basically, Derek is no better than Brad. I mean, I
Okay.
don't hate the guy. He's a great personality, but for the challenge, like we just don't see that competitive side in him. He may be a
yeah.
fighter or whatever, but like it doesn't show when he's put into elimination. It doesn't show when he's winning challenges or anything. It's kind of difficult to root for him because he just doesn't show it. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw this guy, I had this feeling like this guy might be my Ed and my Chris and my potential punching bag.
Oh God.
I don't know, just impression wise.
Yeah, I mean, like
I could be
he has a
wrong.
mouth on. Like if there's something that he doesn't stand with, he'll definitely stand up for it. Or wow, did I word that weird? If there's something that he doesn't like, he'll speak up about it. There we go.
There we go. Okay, I mean, like I said, I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll move on. Okay, we have.
Flora.
If my scroll would go down, you guys talk next, and I'll run and grab my mouse. Flora. One
Diego, this
challenge
is
would
all
be Battle of
you.
the season 2002. Diego, go. I'm gonna go grab my
Jeez.
mouse.
Well, I know she got her start from Real World Miami.
Yeah.
And funny thing with Real World Miami, this is kind of when the first challenge type idea came from. Road Rules had to go and break into their house and steal
Hmm.
something without them knowing. So they had to, come up with some ruse to go into the house and steal something. And I think that's where they got the idea for, the Road Rules versus Real World Challenge and stuff.
No, wait, wasn't that on Cyrus's season in Boston?
I don't remember that. I know Miami was the one that I definitely remember. Oh, this is kind of where they started the thing. What did they do in Boston? I don't remember Boston too well.
I think I remember Cyrus talking about the pool ball.
Was that Boston? I thought that was Miami.
I don't exactly remember because
Because the pool
I
ball is
think.
what they took. I do remember that, and I thought that was in Miami, not Boston.
Wait, maybe Boston is when they actually, or when Road Rules came to Boston, and then they ended up competing on the Real World or whatever or something.
Maybe.
It's kind of blurry for me because I remember Cyrus saying something about it, but I don't exactly remember what.
Yeah. But the pool ball is what I remember they took, and I thought it was they took it from Miami. I could be
Okay.
wrong. Um,
Did you actually watch that? Because I started watching during Philadelphia, so I really have no backup in this. I just going stuff with
yeah,
off what I
I
heard.
watched I watched I mean, these were so long ago. I watched
Yeah,
Miami. I definitely watched like the second season, which is LA. Watched San Francisco. San Francisco, my favorite real world season, actually.
yeah.
Um, Not London too much, and things can hang out. I was more road rules for a long time, but I
Okay,
feel like I did watch Miami probably. Boston, I know I watched Boston. I just don't remember it very well.
yeah,
Anyway, as far as her challenge career is concerned, I don't remember it at all. Battle season was a long time
yeah.
ago.
With her just doing one and then coming back
Yeah,
this late.
yeah,
But so who you said Adam did Battle of the Seasons one?
yes,
Okay, so her and Adam may have some. I don't know, like I don't know if they've ever had like beef during that season or if they got along that season or what. But
no idea.
I guess we'll find out. But
Yeah.
I heard her on Beth and John's podcast, Getting Real.
Hmm.
I think it was, and I think she was kind of hinting towards this All Star season coming up because like this is how long ago I guess it was, but
Yeah.
she was saying something about it. Um, yeah,
So
I don't know
from
much
what
about
I
Flora. All I know is that she
Yeah.
seems got a mouth on her from what I heard on the podcast.
okay.
I feel like she
It's
was kind of a firecracker in her Miami season, if I remember correctly. Mind you, this is oh, almost 20 over 20 years ago, so it's
yeah,
My memory's not great on that.
We're not gonna help you. We're not gonna make you remember that, Diego. I just like point out. So what you guys are saying, from what I've gathered, is she is the reason that we're here today podcasting about the challenge.
Her season of Miami possibly was kind of the beginnings of the producers saying, "Oh, they should have Real World versus Real World do something."
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. This all started with Flora. Alrighty. Let's see who we got next on the docket. We have a girl, Janelle. 3 challenges, 1 win. Last competed All Stars 2. Boys, go ahead.
Love her.
Okay. I have
She
to
was on
like her.
Banana Season. She was on Banana Season, right? That was a QS.
Yeah.
Yep. She actually also made a cameo in Hollywood. She was dating one of the guys I was on Real World there, so she showed up for an episode or two.
From Will from Hollywood. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh. That's hilarious. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, so she has a mouth on her. She's strong. Like okay, so her first season was Inferno 3. She was a badass and she won that season. That was her 1 win. Then she came back for the Gauntlet 3 and I want to say she got eliminated like in the middle somewhere or close to the end. And
Friends, I think they both live in the Bay Area in California, like near that area.
and that's what it's called because when I was out in California, I was trying to remember what this area was called because I went to go see the Real World Los Angeles house.
Okay.
I got a picture of it, yo. No. And then I tried to find the Real World Hollywood house,
Oh.
but the address that I found, apparently it's because this was back in 2008 when Hollywood filmed, and apparently that was destructed and Paramount Studios, or not Paramount Studios, but like Paramount Offices is where it's built now.
Oh, that's funny.
Right. But so yeah, Janelle, I couldn't find the Bay Area though. Like I couldn't remember the name of it. So because I saw a pound for pound gym because Darrell, his handles on like Twitter or whatever is like pound for pound or whatever. I saw a pound for pound gym and I'm just like, what area did he say he was from?
Yeah. I believe they live in the Bay Area, like kind of like San Francisco area. I think that's kind of where they're at, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, you were like maybe a little too far away to make it to San Francisco.
Well, thank you guys for continuing to talk while my audio cut out and I didn't hear any of that. But at least I'll have something to listen to when I listen to the podcast back.
There we go.
I'll get filled in then.
Yeah.
But I do love that I didn't even mention that my audio cut out. I just let you guys continue. And that was perfect. Because we'll move on to our next person. Female, Jasmine. 6 challenges competed in. Last competed was All Stars 2.
She is very small. She's 5'1".
Like tiny.
I think she's like 5. She's very little. So anything physical she has problems with. She's not the best at puzzles, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, she was on the same season with Derek.
Yeah, her and Derek are good friends.
Okay, and Derek is somebody I know.
Yeah, we just
Derek
talked about him
Chavez a couple guys ago.
Okay, yeah. Dewey.
My take on her is that she has a lot of bark and no bite.
Yeah, she doesn't have the size to have any bite.
Yeah, so I remember on Free Agents, her and Laurel competed in a balls in elimination.
Oh yeah, that was so sad.
Laurel didn't even have to try.
She's literally like half like a third of the size of Laurel.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like even Laurel felt sorry for her. She competed against her just because it was such a bad mismatch for what they were doing.
Laurel should have just I don't know, went a little easier on her. You would
Oh,
think.
she took it.
She
She took it. Yeah,
was.
she took it really easy
Okay,
on her.
and she's so like okay.
Yeah, so she took it easy on her. They're like, yeah, it was,
So from what I gathered is, we're met on her.
I mean, I like that she has the fight in her, but like with Derek, we just don't see it.
yeah. Oh God,
Alrighty.
I know who the next person is. I just realized. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Tommy knows.
Tommy knows. Okay. We have this
Jay.
random dude,
His name is
Jay Mitchell.
He
Another
was on
Jay.
He was on Corey's Real World season.
Yeah.
He dated Jenna. And yeah.
Not a lot to say about this guy, but he apparently he's a poser.
Yeah.
Jay isn't even his real name, apparently. I don't know. Or no, Gotti isn't his last
Yeah.
name.
But he used to go by Jay Gotti or something. And
there we
now
go.
now
Dear God.
Mitchell's his last name.
Dear
Yeah,
Gotti.
So yeah, so he's from New York.
Okay.
And I don't know, I think Jenna exposed him at one point saying like Gotti isn't even his real last name because they were like that was some type of mafia or something and he just wanted to
Yeah.
sound cool with the last name or something. I don't exactly remember. But yeah, his first and only season of the challenge was X's 2. And that's when he couldn't drink the fish oil or whatever in that
Yeah.
final. TJ ripped him.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the guy.
This is the guy
This is the guy.
Yes.
that sparked the
was
whole
like,
Twitter thing with you. And
yes.
TJ.
I
Okay.
You got a Twitter thing with Jay?
I swear, me and TJ were going back and forth at it. Like me and the fans that like supported TJ, like this is why I think TJ's an asshole because he gets involved with these competitors. It's like, bro, it's not your place. Like you're the host. You should know your role. So it's so stupid because he was just like, Jay, are you crying right now? And he was like, I can't finish the drink. I'm like, okay, people can't. My taste buds suck. I could barely eat cow tongue. So it's just like. TJ, I would be Jay in this scenario, and TJ would be yelling at me, and I'm just like, I would go off on TJ. I'd start swinging on him or something.
Oh God. Okay.
But
Jay is technically not liked by the challenge fan base, just in general.
So he
because of
potentially
this.
could be a punching bag, is what you're saying.
Yes.
For me, like a shut up punching bag.
But he is involved in the whole situation where I'm sure Tommy doesn't like him very much either.
Well, no, I mean, I'm. This is where the hot take is coming in because I don't mind Jay. Like he was in the right for that.
No, he was totally in the right for that. But the reason you don't like Ashley for that, remember so Jay was really, really close to his mom. This is actually a really sad like story that happened in the actual season. And so he would call her every day. And he had his little notebook. This before people, they couldn't have cell phone things. So he had his little notebook with all his numbers. And one night, Ashley was super wasted, which she was always wasted actually, and tore up his phone book. So he couldn't talk to his mom. He went like a week. His mom had cancer at the time, and she ended up passing away
Jeez.
during this whole time that he couldn't call her. So, yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
it was
Oh my God.
yeah,
this
it's
is
really.
aiding. This is aiding my hate towards Ashley.
I thought this is why you hated
Wait.
Ashley.
Wait,
No,
Ashley is
my-
as in Ashley from Final Reckoning, Ashley.
Yeah.
Ashley Miller Mitchell. Yeah, Miller Mitchell. Yeah, her.
Okay. Oh,
No,
that
whoa.
Ashley.
View change
Okay.
on her. Okay.
Yeah,
So
she was awful on her real season. Complete awful.
so let's just finish up this Jay section real quick because I like Jay.
Yeah.
The reason why I hate Ashley though is because she told Corey that she could buy Corey's family.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to not like Ashley on that real world season. That's one of them.
Okay.
So I mean, I knew I didn't like her at the beginning. Like, so when I saw her actually make her debut on the Real World, I remember her saying that she was from West Virginia. But like, if you go to her Wikipedia page or whatever, it says that she's from California or something. And then like she just sounded so arrogant. Like she was like, I can get you into places in this city that no one else. Like she was the Cara Maria of her season, like her later days Cara Maria of her season.
Yeah.
Like,
I think she's
was so
originally from
full of
like
herself.
West Virginia, but then she had lived in San Francisco for a while and like or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, but like for her to
Yeah.
say that, like, I don't know, it just seems like she was from California this entire time. But like, no, I think I specifically remember her saying that she was from West Virginia, and I'm just like, well, one, that makes total sense, but
Yeah. I mean, her accent kind of gives it away. At
yeah,
least she's from somewhere in that
Okay.
region.
yeah.
Alrighty.
But
That was a
I totally
rabbit
forgot
hole.
about phone book thing of Jay's. Wow,
Yeah.
Hmm, Okay.
she's a bad person. Like, I just
That
cannot
was
with her.
that was a rabbit hole. Let's move on. Uh we have Cam
Cam.
Williams. I think I know who this is.
Final reckoning.
Killer Cam.
Hmm.
Yep,
Okay. I don't think
we
we have
love
to say
her.
anything else. I think we're supposed to love her.
We love her.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Okay. 5 challenges competed. Last competed double H's 2021. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember liking her a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, other
She's a
than
very smart person.
She's the
yeah,
one where she can back up her words. Like whenever I was saying like Jasmine and Derek, they have the fight in them, but they just don't show it. Cam does.
Yeah.
okay.
She's smart. She's physical. She's strong. If
Mhm.
there's anything she's weak at is maybe running. I don't think she's a great runner, but
Mm.
she's
Yeah.
she's a very good player.
So I highly doubt she'll be a punching bag this season.
Right.
No, she'll probably do
She
the
might get
punching
one
herself.
if she says something annoying. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see who we got next. We have an older dude. Goes by the name of
Kefla.
Kefla.
He's really old school. Yeah,
Real
yeah.
World versus Road Rules 1999. One challenge, one win. So I'm assuming he won that season.
Yeah, this is back when it wasn't even against I guess would have been one of versus one. Yeah. So they did the real world versus road rules is they actually had they were on Winnebago, so it was very real world or road rules like, and they would compete in and they would meet somewhere and do a competition, and they would like Winnebago different places around the United States.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I have
So
no background on this guy. Like when I was going through the cast, when the cast was leaked, he was probably one of the guys I couldn't remember the name of for the longest time. Like I would go back and like re-look at the cast again and be like, okay, so there's this guy, but what's his name again? I don't know this guy at all. I didn't even know. Like I knew Flora was a name, but I didn't know Kefla was a part
okay.
of the show.
yeah, I
Wow.
mean
Like you're talking
he's just
old
super
school.
yeah,
That
he's really old school, yeah.
so old school that Tommy doesn't even know who he is.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
barely, yeah. I mean, I remember him. I've seen him like when more
he looks
recently.
like he looks like a road ruler, right? His original season
Yeah,
was road rules.
yeah. He was a road role. I can't remember which one though.
Okay,
Okay. Next up, we have Laurel.
Yeah,
I already know who
Laurel.
this is. 7
she's my punch bag,
challenges, 1 win. She's gonna be your punching bag.
probably.
Do you not like
I
Laurel?
mean,
I
She
do
can have.
not. She's
Okay.
just too much. Like the grudges she
she
holds,
is.
the attitude. Like I feel like she gets angry for like little reasons or whatever. Like how she treated Michelle for voting her in twice. Like the game, Laurel. Like if you vote in
Yeah.
some, so Jay and Michelle, they won their 2 dailies in a row. They
I
obviously
remember.
threw Laurel. They threw Laurel in twice that season. Like Laurel, she's upset about it. Like the reason behind why Michelle put her in is silly, but the second reason why they put her in was like Laurel knows the game. You don't want more blood on your hands than what you need to, so they're trying to get you out of the game because one, you're a strong competitor. Two, they've already said your name, so like why make someone else mad?
Facts.
So like I, I can see where Laurel gets upset, but like she just it's the game. It's I don't know. She's just in her own world, I feel like.
Okay, we're gonna move on to if the picture would load. Leroy.
Oh no.
12 challenges, double agents 2021 was last season he competed in.
The one where he said he was retiring.
Hmm.
Did he
So
say he
Someone
was
first.
retiring?
so yeah, he said he was gonna retire after Double Agents.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay,
he is
this is
married to
Leroy.
Cam.
He's married to
So they're already
Cam.
married. Yeah, and they have a kid, and actually I think they have a number 2 now.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys, I refreshed the page. Give me a sec. But yeah,
Right.
Didn't I hear that Cam and Jenna both had their children on the same day?
Oh, I have no idea. Interesting.
Yeah, because like, I think it's Jenna's third child
Uh-huh.
and Cam's second.
Second, yeah.
And I think if I read something correctly, I think they both had their most recent children on the same day.
Oh, I did not know
But
that.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So Leroy, he said he was retiring. He, you saw him on. Was he on Final Reckoning, Diego?
I don't think he was.
I don't
Okay.
remember Leroy.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
Okay. So I'm trying to think if Eric would know him.
I doubt I would know him, Tommy.
Well, like have seen him before.
I mean, he's done 12 challenges. Clearly he did double agents.
Yeah. So basically, he's known for riding the coattails of Bananas every season that he's on. That like Bananas protects him each season, and
But Bananas isn't there. Thank God.
Bananas wasn't on Double Agents either.
Okay, touche.
But he also still made it far. But also Cam was there to help him too.
Yeah. Cam was brains behind that operation. She usually is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leroy's a very likable guy, though. I mean,
Yeah.
every
Mhm.
cast member loves him. He's known to be like really nice, even outside of, even when he meets fans and stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe he's a barber in somewhere in
Yeah.
Texas, and
Okay.
apparently he's a very, very nice person. So
Yeah.
So
I
let
like
me
Leroy.
see if I got this straight, just so we're clear. So he's married to Cam.
Mhm.
They just had a kid, and now they're
Second.
doing the second kid. Was this before or after Challenge All Stars 4? Was this in the
believe they had-
year?
I think
They
baby number one's before All Stars, and then baby number 2 was after All Stars 4.
Okay.
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
probably conceived during All Stars.
They
possibly.
met on Vendettas, I believe, because that was Cam's first season.
Mhm.
And then they had like a spout or a moment where they weren't together or something. But then I think there's Final Reckoning, War of the Worlds. I think War of the World is when they reconnected, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
And then they've been together ever since.
Okay. He seems like another potential punching bag, but
Oh no.
but I doubt it based off your reactions.
No.
Okay, next we have a female,
Nicole Zanata.
Nicole Zanata. 3 challenges competed. Tommy is immediately laughing.
God.
Okay, so am I not supposed to like her, or am I supposed to be a fan?
She will 99% be your punching bag.
Like she'll say stupid things and talk,
Yeah.
and
You can
when she
barely
opens her
understand her.
mouth,
Yeah,
She
you
has,
can.
like,
She has really crazy Boston accent or New York accent. I don't even know. Just
Yeah,
some
it's
sort of
like
accent.
what's the one island, Staten Island accent?
like the
Like,
coffin. Let me try it. Give me the coffin, man, like that.
it's very
Yeah,
hard to
kind of.
understand.
Yeah, it's pretty. Anyway,
It's
it's really
thick.
funny because she was on her Real World. She was with Tony and Sylvia. And that
Mhm.
and her 2 sisters. She's part of a triplet. I don't
Yep.
know. Her 2 other sisters came, and visited. No accent whatsoever. She's the only one with the crazy accent that she has. So it's really ridiculous that she even has it.
I forgot all about
So
this.
it's what you're telling me is it's a fake accent.
Probably.
Oh no, because it can't because like you hear it outside of the show too.
Yeah. Or maybe just something she started doing and it stuck. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's a serial cheater. Her and Laurel
Yeah.
were dated at one point in time. I guess this season they reconnected, and just recently
Are
they were
back
both
together?
invited. They were both invited to Jack's wedding. Laurel's ride or
Oh, okay.
die.
Yeah.
And then recently some screenshots were let out saying like I guess Laurel and Jack and everyone else were attacking Nicole because she cheated on Laurel again with somebody else at Jack's wedding, and
Oh,
like
geez.
it's a whole mess.
Yeah, on Nicole's, was it her rookie? Yeah, it was on Invasion, right? Where her and Cara, Maria, and Laurel had like a little like love triangle because Nicole had a crush on both of them.
Yeah, so Nicole liked Car Maria, but Car Maria, she was just doing it for fun. She had no intentions of getting with Nicole at all, point blank and the period. So it's like,
Yeah. So Nicole set her sights on Laurel, and Laurel is very open to it. So
yeah, because I think Nicole originally wanted Car Maria for sure, but
mhm.
because Car Maria wasn't biting the bait,
Yeah,
she was just like, okay, well, I'll just go to my second option.
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah,
and all three of them are in this season.
That should be fun.
gonna be spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have
Ra-
female
Rachel
Rachel.
Robinson.
Rachel Robinson, 7 challenges, 2 wins, last competed on Battle of the X's.
She is
Lover.
probably considered to be one of the physically strongest female players to ever play.
Okay.
Um, she does the challenge workouts on. I'm not sure if they're on YouTube or what, but she's like the host.
Yeah.
Oh, I've actually seen clips of those on my reels
Yeah.
when I was going through my reels
Mhm.
the other day and sending Tommy a bunch of cat videos.
Yeah. So that's
I,
her.
I still have yet to see those, but yeah, I do some of those workouts, and they're kind of a little rough.
Cool.
I've been wanting to
Like
check them out. Just
there's an ass and abs workout. Like, let me tell you, that ass, it be kicked my ass the next day.
Okay. So what we're saying is she will definitely not be a punching bag and probably be liked.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on how her dynamic with a couple other peppers we haven't talked about yet, Tina
Yeah.
and Veronica. So them three in the earlier seasons were known as the Mean Girls. They picked on a girl
Ah,
named Tanya. Ah, that poor
I
Tanya.
okay.
love that their dynamic though. Like, they're so fun to watch though.
Yeah, so
Like,
so
I love
Interesting.
it. I love it.
Interesting to say the least. Then we have this random dude whose
Ryan
name is
Kehoe.
Ryan, who last competed 6 challenges, last competed All Stars 2. Just judging on his face, I think he's going to be a punching bag, but
This is my guy.
okay, another one of
You
your
like
guys.
Ryan?
Why?
Only because he actually messages me back. We had
Oh,
conversations back and forth.
Okay.
okay.
We talk to each other every now and then.
All
Like,
right.
I told him next challenge event that he comes to near Ohio, I was definitely going to be going to.
Okay.
Because like we just
Tommy.
talk. I don't. We just have like a normal conversation. Like, okay, so I remember back in MySpace days, I think I messaged him when he was on the Gauntlet 3, and I was just like, I don't even remember what I said, but he replied to my MySpace message, and I'm just like, okay. So then, like, I added him on Facebook years ago, and then like we haven't talked in like some months or whatever, but like every now and then I'll shoot him a message. He'll like some of my posts. He'll interact with me on Facebook and everything. I'm like, this is my guy.
Has he liked any of your posts where you shared this podcast?
He has not.
Okay. Well, then
So
then
here's
he
the
can't be
thing.
that great.
I'm gonna tag him in these posts, and that way he'll then listen to it.
No, because then he'll think I'm a dick because I said he has a face that looks like he's gonna be a punching bag.
No, because I will back him up. I'll back you up. I'll be
Okay,
like,
I was gonna
don't listen to the main host. Don't listen to Eric.
yeah, just ignore Eric. He doesn't know what he's talking about, which is actually
Th-
factually correct.
This is only going to be his third season. Just give him a break.
There you
No,
go.
he
Yeah,
won't.
yeah.
Final Reckoning, Ride or Dies, World Championship, All Stars 3, USA 1 and 2, USA 1 2. This will be 8
7, 8.
Oh,
because I forgot to count 39. 39. This one.
so no,
This will be 8.
so this is. Oh, dang.
So
Okay.
I'm like you guys now. I'm basically a challenge historian.
Okay,
He
I'll be like,
says,
this is his only third podcast that he's podcasting about.
okay. But no, for real, I think as soon as he hears that I'm getting you guys to explain to me who these people are, he's going to immediately know that I'm full of shit. Okay. So next we have a random dude with hair and beard, Steve.
Moving on.
Moving on. So hate this guy?
This will be my punching bag.
All right. Fair enough. 2 challenges, All-Stars 2 is the last. So wait,
He's a hand model.
how is he? How can you consider him an All-Star if he's only competed in 2 challenges and his last one was All-Stars 2?
We have Flora and Kefla who've only done 1 challenge.
Touche. Okay, fair. Totally fair. Moving on.
Cyrus.
Yeah, I mean,
Cyrus.
That phrase.
7 challenges, 1 win. All-Stars 3. I think I remember this guy. Vaguely. Was he the guy who lost to that one dude in that random light switch challenge? Where they had to turn on a light switch and they had to like go in the barrel? Or am I misremembering this?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. All I know
Let
that
me
him
Google.
and Beth are
Yeah, him and Beth are best friends. They're really good friends. And I remember on one of the All-Stars eliminations, they were paired together. He was stepping on her back to get up on top of the
Ow.
whatever yeah. It was pretty crazy. One of the few times I liked Beth.
He beat
Yeah.
I remember. He beat Tyler in that crawl brawl elimination. And then lost to MJ in some weight up elimination.
I have to go back and rewatch these because I just don't remember.
Yeah, fair. Totally fair. Okay.
Yeah.
So, from what I remember, I liked him okay. I'm really surprised that Mark guy isn't on here. But I digress. That's not a topic.
Yeah.
So next we have
Tina.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're okay.
Tina.
I just saw Tina and I lost everything I wanted to say about Cyrus. So Tina, I love Tina. This is so weird too because in her earlier seasons when I saw her, like I just didn't like how she acted. But then just to see her make her comeback, I don't know something. What's that?
She's still pretty much the same person.
Yeah, like I don't know what changed. Maybe like it's like Teresa with me. Like so Teresa in her first few seasons, I didn't like her. Then she took her break, came back for Double Agents, and I'm just like I was rooting for Tina. I don't know what it is about people that take long layoffs, but something in me. I'm a Tina fan now. It's weird how it works out.
So when Bananas comes back for season 50, you're gonna like him?
Nope, no, because Bananas is just a shitty person in general.
Fair.
Like once I definitely dislike Tina wasn't that bad in her earlier seasons. I know that she like her mouth is what gets her in trouble though. Like not really gets her in trouble. She doesn't even get in trouble. She just like she spits facts. She's honest about stuff and like it's not for show. I don't feel like it's like
she seems generally to be that person. It's not for show.
And
Totally
like
fair.
with Bananas, you can see that he does stuff for the show.
I'm sorry I brought it up because we almost went a whole podcast without talking about him.
Oh. Yeah.
So
Tina, she
am I supposed to like her?
If you like her abrasive personality.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. Maybe then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's an acquired taste. I'm not gonna like force you to like her, but
Fair. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I scrolled down a little bit and I saw a glimpse of this guy's face, so we kind of know who this person is. I'm gonna go to my watch for this.
We know what time it is.
It's Tony time. We have Tony.
Tony Reigns.
Tony Reigns, 6 challenges. Last competed was Final Reckoning. So this is our first time seeing Tony since the season I watched.
Yeah.
I liked him on his season. I saw clips of him.
He's a very charismatic guy. Has a problem with cheating.
Yeah. He is the male Nicole.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't have an issue with cheating? Like, are we talking like cheating on relatives,
significant other,
loved ones, or
it's his significant other? Yes.
Okay. Then no, I can't relate.
We didn't support Callum.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't support Callum, but Tony, I like.
Yeah,
I'm kind of excited for this.
Like personality-wise, he seems like a fine person. He just has a problem keeping it.
I think this was the reason why I wanted to, or why I was kind of like maybe wanting to watch All Stars, because when me and Tommy we were talking about All Stars, you mentioned that he was on there, and I was like, kind of makes me kind of want to watch it now.
Yeah.
So we know enough about Tony. We can move on from Tony. We all know who Tony is. Guy with a beard, black dude, muscular, Tyree. Last competed was Rivals 2 2013, 6 challenges.
He's the new modern day Ace.
Okay. As in he sucks?
Eliminated fairly early almost every
Okay.
season.
Yeah, for a guy his size, he's not very strong.
Oh wow.
He I
Kind of
like the
reminds
guy
me of
for the
Vin
most part.
Diesel in
I
terms
like
of
the
like
guy
the
for the
cross
most
on the
part.
thing.
Yeah, he was on Railroad Denver.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he had their season they had to do they worked like in this like outdoor type where like kids that are
Yeah.
underprivileged they
Like
go up there.
since they dealt with like mountains in Denver, it was like a camping type of thing for
Like underprivileged kids basically, or kids from bad
yeah.
neighborhoods and things like that. And he seemed really good with the kids, so I kind of like him for that. Um,
Mhm.
but as a competitor, he is considered one of the worst. Like him and Danny Jameson,
Yeah,
probably the
like
two worst.
what was it, the most seasons with the most losses too or something? Or
Something like that. Yeah,
Okay. So what
yeah.
we're
His challenge
saying
career has
is
been really bad. So
we're saying he might be a potential punching bag too.
if
yeah,
he lasts long enough again.
yeah.
Yeah, totally fair.
We should.
And then we have
I
sorry,
say
go
we
ahead.
should. I was gonna say we should bet on who gets out first, Ace or Tyree.
Oh god.
Well, I kind of know the pecking order for this season. Like
Yeah,
I know who wins
Tommy
it.
already knows, so this bet's this he has an unfair advantage in this bet because
Yes.
he knows who's winning this season before we even he's known for a year.
Yeah. My bad. No, I'm gonna try to be good about season 40. If I see something regarding spoilers about season 40, I'm gonna try to look away. No
No, you
promises
won't.
though.
No, you won't. And then we have our last person up, Veronica. Last competed was Ride or Dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ride or
Yeah.
Dies. I thought it was All Stars 3 was her last season.
She was on there with Darrell.
yeah,
This is
Rider
Oh,
Dies.
right. She was there with Daryl, I remember.
Yeah. So Veronica, Tina, and Rachel, they're the mean girls, the three
Okay.
that yeah.
Yeah.
So to see those three haven't been on a season together since Inferno 2, and that's when they were messing with that Tanya girl. But yeah, Veronica, we know who she is.
Yeah, she's been on most recent enough recently.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Smart
just
girl,
remember
but
her
not the most
from
physically gifted.
whatchamacallem, where she broke her toe.
Was it All Stars 2?
Yeah,
Walking down the
All Stars
stairs.
3.
Or 3. Yeah, she was walking downstairs and broke a toe or something.
Yeah, because I didn't see All Stars 2, Diego.
Yeah.
It
3.
was 3.
Yeah.
I get them all mixed up.
Yeah, no, all good.
Tina and Veronica were both on All Stars 3, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
I think
remember.
Tina and Veronica were both on there, but Veronica was out pretty quick because of her toe injury.
No,
Yeah, and then
it was late.
Was it late?
It was very late. It was
I think it was Tina that got eliminated early because she was voted in.
yeah, she was
And
medically eliminated, I think.
that's right. Yeah.
And yeah, no, it was yeah, Veronica's was like fairly late into the season. Like it was like it was after her daily win. Because then they canceled the Kayla and Kellyanne's pole wrestle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, boys, a thing worth noting is this is going to be our longest podcast in the history of King Frick Fresh Inc. I'd like to point that out because we've been going for 2 hours now,
You're
or
welcome.
at least I think.
Yeah, that sounds
But
about right.
I'm fine with it because we have a trailer to watch. If we're gonna watch it, are we gonna watch it? I think we're gonna watch it.
I'm down.
Sure.
So let me share the screen again and then make sure that I also have the audio Share computer sound. Okay. So now the people who listen can hear it. So let's watch the All-Stars 4 trailer that Paramount Plus released. Here we go.
There are certain people that are
I want that
challengers
car.
at heart. I am one of them.
I want to make it undeniable. Champion of champs. That's what I want.
I belong here. I can do it. I'm getting my redemption.
Even though I'm a mom now, I'm still Killer Cam.
I'm excited to be with them, but this is a game.
Welcome to All Stars 4. Let's go!
Whoever gets sent in with me, let's play.
I've been gone for 18 years. Now is my time.
Laurel hates my guts because she's secretly still in love with me.
I don't want to hear it.
Do not speak to me for the rest of the game time.
Now we're having fun. Man, hell no. In order to compete in the final, you must be in possession of a star. These stars can and will be stolen.
I'm taking your star when I come back.
It's gonna be a dogfight.
I love the drama.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
What just happened? Literally pulls out the reverse Uno card.
I'm not trying to be a bad person.
Laurel, you're going to look back on this and regret the way Nicole's playing you for a fool. You don't know me!
Who will be crowned the next Challenge All-Star champion?
What we're going to do is we're going to give you guys a show. What is that? That's challenge over!
The Challenge All-Stars. New season streaming April 10th, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
God, I just got bumps all over again.
Fair. I noticed something kind of interesting that the song was like a version of Smash Mouth's All Stars that was playing underneath.
Have
I
they
think.
done that in the for other
I think they've
seasons
done
too?
that. Yeah, I think so.
Have they?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So this is just like something random that I didn't know.
Yeah, I think they just take different variations each season.
Okay. So maybe I'm the one living under a rock. Good to know.
No.
It looked decent.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And I'm pleased to announce that we're going to be podcasting about it.
And I
Diego,
wanted
if
to
you want to be a part of it, you can.
I do.
And Tommy, if you want to be a part of it, you can.
rhetorical question.
Obviously.
No,
Go ahead, Tommy, with your
I wanted
haterade.
to point out with the cast that I seen, the girls' side seems stacked. Like we have
Absolutely.
Rachel, Cara, Laurel, some could say Nicole, Cam, Janelle.
Mhm.
But then the guys' side, it doesn't seem as like. I mean, we have Leroy,
Tony.
Brad, Tony.
Brad. But the guys' side, like I want to say the women's side just seems stronger this season.
Absolutely, yeah.
Seems that way.
By far.
I mean, I don't. How can I? How would I know, right? Say how the hell would I know? I shouldn't be weighing in.
We have Cara saying that Laura's going to be looking back on this season, seeing how Nicole's playing her for a fool, and then Laura's like, "You don't know me," or whatever.
Yeah.
Who even that's a part of the same scene. But
Hard to
I'm
tell.
excited.
Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting.
After
So
you're waiting.
after Tommy's known who's won for a year, literally a year, he found out and he's like, okay, I have to sit on this for a year.
Whoopsies.
I mean, well, granted, when you found out who won, were you podcasting with me at that point?
I think it's already been released at that point.
Okay, so we might not have even known each other at that point.
Yeah. I didn't know I was going to be podcasting about it like a year later.
And then, yeah, hey, we're here. You two answered the call, and now we've had me and Tommy have been doing this since August, as I mentioned. But yeah, so we have wrapped up this season of podcasting. Do you guys have any final thoughts as we wrap up our longest podcast in King Frickin' Fresh Inc. history?
I think I'm all set.
Yeah.
I think we got through a lot, boys.
Yes, we did.
We did the recap of the episode, the shut up count, and All Stars 4 pregame. And we should have saved that for another. We should have done this next week and saved that for a podcast. I'm regretting that now a little bit, but I'm kind of glad we did it all in one.
Split it up. No.
Yeah, because me and Tommy, we did when 39 released the cast. We had our episode, and then we stopped, and then we re-recorded for the announcement of the cast, where he told me who to hate and who to like. I ended up thinking I'll have to re-listen to that one, but I don't think I ended up hating or liking any of the people you told me to hate or like.
Yeah.
I think because wasn't Ed on the I should like him list? I don't know. I'll have to rewatch that.
I don't remember because
I doubt it.
Like, I only had one season to work off of him, but I think I knew that he came from the circle then. And I don't know, just his Spies, Lies, and Allies debut, I didn't really have much to work off, I don't think.
Okay, fair. I'll go back and listen to it at some point and tell you, and then I'll reach out to the group chat and tell you. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for joining us for what has been the longest King Frick Fresh Inc. podcast. Diego, thank you for coming on for the tail end of these episodes.
Oh, it was fun.
And Tommy, thank you for coming on since August.
Absolutely.
And literally been doing this with me every week since August. It's going to be weird us not doing a podcast together.
For real. We have
on a Monday?
4 weeks? We have a month till we see each other
We
next.
have a month. Yeah. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for having fun and joining us for this.
Thanks for having us.
For Tommy, I'm Diego. I'm Eric. That's Diego. And we're out.
See you April 10th.
Stop button. Where's that damn stop button? Show me.